Okay, cool, you can sail that sea.
She-Rag got me.
Dead boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend a hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No. Don't play with it, play. Say, what you gon' do? Stop playing. If you don't do it, then don't play with it, play. Exactly. Cause you was built like that.
Oh, look at me. I bet you can't do it like
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards. He's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Big play that time for the Raiders. 64 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Broncos nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, Prescott. And the Raiders have got him. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
He's tackled.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
The Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A run with Lindsey out of the gun, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish.
We're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back at the 27.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw his Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Hamler now on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Their own 45-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action now. Prescott. Incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second down, Prescott again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On third down, here comes Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tanner Muse there defensively.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On play action, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Broncos 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try to move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. And trying to get it to Woods, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Play fake. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 83 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Raiders 21. Broncos 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment to go, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Prescott stripped, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Broncos 14. Daniel Carlson.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. One will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition, it's Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. This is the tight end fan. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Here's Prescott. They'll find Lindsey here. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got his big tight end fan. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Down, Denver.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
The 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Calling no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Raiders 28, Broncos 21. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Lindsey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Another run by Lindsey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Raiders 35.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
2 yards. First down, Broncos.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 26. 39 yards there, a big one. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
1st and goal.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Raiders 35, Broncos 28. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Bradley Chubb on
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
the Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Carr. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. The rookie Damon Arnett picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Six figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He may try and run for this. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Counter play with Jacobs, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And 7.
Now Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of